Now, a lot of us, and I hear this all the time, I can't afford the good food. We got to make sure that we're eating good food, because if we're not eating good food, what we're doing is ruining our bodies. So when you go to the store and buy that bag of apples, if you bought a bag of apples that was not organic or was not produced in the right way, you're not buying anything that's nutritious. I talked to this guy at the store one day who, well, actually he was mad and leaving the store. But anyway, he was saying that they store these foods sometimes up to a year before they put them out on the shelf, because they put them in rooms where they pull the oxygen out. And they pick them when they're not ripe, and they put them in there. So where is the quality? What are you doing to your body when you're eating this? And then the children grow up not liking apples, not liking broccoli, because they are not getting food that tastes like it's supposed to taste. Now remember, food for most of us is not something that we got to have because we're starving to death. I do not see anybody out here who looks like they're starving right now. And so the food that we eat mainly is a pleasurable thing. Okay, so we should get our pleasure in a healthy way, because I know I could go for at least a month and probably not starve to death. It's like the parts of our car. When we keep gooking it up with the wrong stuff, it's going to stop. It's not going to run. So I have a nutritionist that I used to have. I really love this woman because her motto about teaching people how to eat was KISS, keep it simple, stupid, right? So we came up with a program that was simple but effective. I know all of you've heard, like when I send people to nutritionists, they say eat a serving the size of a meat is a serving the size of the palm of your hand, a carb is the size of your hand, and fat's your thumb. We did an experiment. We brought patients in for the day, and we said, we want you to eat like that. Now, these people, you say the size of the palm of your hand. You put your hand up against your chest, your serving can be this big, and your fingers, I looked at some of these people and I said, Michael Jordan's hands aren't that big, and so what we decided to do was that we would control it in another way. So we started using measuring cups with our patients at the next meeting we had. This first meeting, we checked their sugars before they ate and after they ate, and they were through the roof, People were happy, they were fat, they were full, but their sugars were high. So she came up with this. Red is for meat. This is a serving of meat. It's 1/4 of a cup. That's a healthy serving of meat, okay? Okay. You don't have to eat the whole cow, 1/3 of a cup, blue. Blue is for rice and beans, and this is a healthy serving of rice or beans. This brown color is for like your cooked cereal, like your oatmeal, and yes, you can overeat oatmeal. I mean, when we had the first meeting, I had a man, he had a bowl, it was this big, full of oatmeal. Now, oatmeal is a good thing, but we want you to eat this size oatmeal, not a mountain, okay? This is for like cooked cereal, cooked vegetables, for fruits, for pasta. This is the size of a serving. Now this cup is the one you should be using the most. It's for your green leafy vegetables, and I don't care if you fill it up all day because it's not going to hurt you that much. And if you don't put the butter and the other stuff that you put on top of it. And then we got down to, because people were asking how much fat and stuff to eat. Okay, this is how much mayonnaise, 1 teaspoon, that you should put on a sandwich. That should be enough, okay? Salad dressing, 2 of these. And I tell my patients, put your salad dressing on the side and dip the leaf in and put it on the end of your tongue. Because the only place you're really tasting it is on the end of your tongue. So when you pour, and some salads I said, where's the salad? Because the dressing is all that I can see. So if you will eat small amounts like this, and plus, guess what? The stuff in the salad actually tastes good if you give yourself the chance to taste it. Most of us want to kill off our taste buds by eating all this salt, sugar, and fat, which we've grown up to learn to love. Um, what you have to do is understand that you don't have to eat it all right now. Okay, if you eat a little bit now and you eat a little bit more 2.5 hours later, and I know there's every excuse under the sun. I can only eat once a day because my job doesn't allow me to. Well, your job, I mean, federal law says they got to give you breaks. So you can go and eat a little bit. I don't care what you're doing. And I have people who work on high-rise buildings who put a pack of baby carrots in their pockets so that they could take it out and eat it when they had their break. So no, you do not have only one time a day to eat. That's not true. You're fooling yourself. You got to find those times when you can have something to eat. So about every 2.5 hours, if you eat a little bit, what you'll find is that you feel better and you feel healthier because your body's not doing this yo-yo thing and you're not starving to death.